Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand. Welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for January 28, 2019, 3 p.m. Eastern. There's energies about that bring in confusion. There's manipulation, so to speak. That many are aren't aware of. And we should be aware from the standpoint of neutralization. There are those that have been guided in different directions that do not apply for the greater good of all. And this is difficult because these energies, they perform separation with humanity. They confuse and they cause emotional disruption and confusion and anger and aggression and just like a miscombobulated grouping of energy that is firing in all different kinds of directions. And when this information comes in, then it's conveyed to people through others, and there's just a little bit of truth in it, and the rest of it is diluted misguidance to get people on a track that ends up with a dead end. And when we look at these, through the years, we've had, people come and go. We've had people that claim certain things. People listened and followed. It's interesting. It's like a couple years ago I came out and I started talking about regeneration chambers, such as the celestial chambers, formerly known as the med beds. And this information, within 2 years now, everybody has them. There are people who are going to be selling them for a certain amount of money. It's just absolutely crazy that some of the stuff that is out there now about these devices. It's just absolutely crazy. And those of us who have the technology, and there's different, like I said, there's different technologies, we know what you can and can't do right now in the atmosphere of the planet because of the certain interruptions and the manipulations and the dangers that are involved. This is just one example. The ego, and that's what this meditation's about, the ego. And it's so important to address the ego. Now, obviously, we don't have an anger towards our egos. It's not like we want to destroy our egos. It's just that we want to control the ego. It's to master the ego. Okay? You master your ego. And I'll give you an example. From time to time, we are all tested. And the testing is involved with a situation. A situation may go like, you get something, or you want something. Could be anything, and it never seems to quench when you get something. Or there's that nudging of you better get more, you have to get more, you have to have more, you have to have more, you have to have more, and it could be anything. It could be in a relationship. It could be monetarily. It could be physically, ownership. It's a lot of different things. It could be just in communicating to when the ego is in control and you're not, it's an absolute nightmare. And we've all experienced it through these lives, that we have these situations where, and what does the ego do? The ego literally is an endless pit. You can feed it everything, and it's not enough. So realize that. You can feed it everything, and it's not enough. It will want more and more and more and more. So when you get to that stage, and you realize that, well, this is my ego. When you start understanding that, and you say to yourself, this is my ego doing this. I know that now. And you say to your ego, so ego, I send you love, but I'm the master. You literally have that conversation with yourself. Okay? You literally have that conversation with yourself. And you watch what happens. You do it from your heart mind, not your mind. Because if you do it from your mind, the mind and the ego, they team up. So you literally, you want the ego, and it's not, we don't use anger, we don't use lower vibrational frequency, we use a high vibrational frequency. If we use our deep eternal love, we use our understanding, our compassion, and we diffuse the ego. We diffuse it. Now, I'm not saying that this isn't easy. That's why we're doing this mass meditation about the ego today, to assist all of us in overcoming, mastering the ego. Because you imagine if all of us on this planet were to master our egos, what would happen? We would no longer have to prove anything. We would no longer have to impress anyone. We would no longer be at odds with ourselves. We would be moving in an upward, fluid float into peace and joy, because the ego has been mastered. You imagine that. Imagine for just a little bit here in this time that you are the master of your ego. That would mean that the ego can cause anger. It can cause frustration. It can cause, when you get hurried, you're out of peace. You're not in peace. See? It's the ego. When you get rushed, that feeling where, I'm not going to get this done, or, I've got to get this done, and Jesus, there's not enough time. You know the feeling that comes over you. You are not in harmony. You are not in higher frequency. You are in low frequency. These are all mastering understandings for each of us to comprehend and to be fluid with. So as the ego expresses itself, we are there to cradle the ego and master it as if it were a child. All right? And this way also enables us to renew our youth, our awareness, so to speak. I believe youth is awareness. It's open to receiving higher vibrational frequencies without argument. See, youth will do that without argument. When we lose our youth, and I'm not talking about body, see, I'm talking about mind and ego. When we lose our youth through mind and ego, what happens is that we are not open. We do not flow. We are clogged. We are disoriented. We are misguided. See, all of those things play a very vital role in our quietness, our tranquility, our peace. And the more we're in peace, the more we go in love, and we balance, we harmonize. Our frequencies are always high, they're always there. So you look at the planet, and all of you see it, all of you experience it, the disharmony. Okay? And you cry out, you can feel it in your heart mind. It's just bristling with, you desire desire to have it the other way. You desire for all of your brothers and sisters to be in harmony and to be in peace and joy without that ego. Okay? People say, well, you need the ego. You're losing the ego. What you're doing is you're pacifying it by deep eternal love and mastery. So whenever you have those emotions or feelings, you're not suppressing them. You look at them and you say, okay, this has been generated by my ego. So, ego, I don't care to entertain that. And it's dispersed. When you have that confidence without the ego, see, that's another thing. Your confidence in peace and prosperity is separated from the ego. So you have a confidence, and it's a firm, strong confidence, and you're able to look at the ego face to face and say, this is not allowed. You will not manipulate me into being angry, frustrated, rushed, hurried, or doing things to draw attention and accolades because of the fact that you want me to, because you have this appetite that I will never be able to fill. Okay? Once you understand that, the ego begins to understand that you no longer are under its control. It will try and continue to try since it's got an insatiable appetite. But what will happen is that it will be tuned down to the point where it will just be a whimper. That'll be it. You'll feel it, and that's it. So in other words, imagine this. If you walk through and you have a crowd of people and you want them to pay attention to you, that's the ego. See, that's your shortcoming in the physicality of this dimension. And then at that point, if you're mastering of your ego, you will not feel that need. You will be no longer alone. You will feel complete. You will be at peace and joy and love. See, that's the separation. Then you will start, and as you feel that more and more, you will know that you are becoming more and more masterful of the ego. So if you will, go to a place where you're not going to be interrupted, and I'm sure most of you are. And as I talk, you're going to want to relax the body. So relax the body. How do you relax your body? Let everything go. Drop the shoulders. Lean into yourself. In this very moment, you have no concern, no worry, no stress, just in this very moment. No anxiety, no fear. And by doing that, relaxing your body, you already start to increase your higher vibrational frequencies. And as we all know, as we go higher, we become more peaceful, we become more joyous, we become more blissful, we become more tranquil, we move in love, and we move in peace. That's a very drawing core power, strength, motivation to relax the body, let it flow, let everything flow off of you. And if you need to, call in the purple transmuting flame and transmute it all in the neutralized substance. Visualize it through your heart and mind. And it's taken off to the great central sun for repurposing, never to return. Remember, you create your frustrations. You create them. Each and every one of us do. So you harmonize and you relax. And as you're relaxing, as I'm talking, you're going to want to breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, you're going to want to hold it 1001, 1002, 1003, and exhale through the mouth. You want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. And as you do this, as you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. And the message in this energy that you're breathing in from Prime Source Creator God is, you are the master of your ego. You're not, hitting it. You're not angry about it. You're not, low frequency, aggressive about it. You are And this is part of the steps of mastering the ego. You also, as you breathe in this divine positive energy right from Prime Source Creator God, you begin to realize and see through your heart mind all of the aspects and facets of your ego, how they're connected, how you respond, how you act, how you think, what you do on a day-to-day basis. And you'll start to realize in clarity, these are attached to your ego. And as you understand and embrace it, you begin to move away from the ego's influence. And as you move away, the ego holds on tighter, causes you to tries to get you to become more frustrated, more aggressive, wanting more attention, feeling lonely, depressed. The ego will hold on tighter as you flow away. But you will know and you will identify these things and you say, I am the master of this ego of mine. I know what it is. I know what my ego is. Therefore, I've identified all of its actions with me, or even against me, to get its way. So you feel this as you're flowing. And this is divine positive energy flooding in. It's to give you much, much great clearness and clarity with deep eternal love. As you breathe out, you're breathing out all of the things that the ego generates within you. And we've all come across people with tremendously large egos, and it's distasteful. It really is. It is like eating. It's the best way to describe it is you taste something that's very bitter and very disorienting, and it's just not good at all. The ego, that's what you feel when you get around high-level, out-of-control ego people. And we've all experienced that one time or another in this journey. So, we are absorbed within our heart mind. The heart mind, where visual is right where the two bones at the base of the neck are, in front of the body. About 6 inches down is your entry of your higher mind. It's etherical entry. You move in to the higher mind. But you're moving, remember, your frequencies are increasing. You're moving deeply in, forward, and up. So deeply in, forward, and up, deeply in, forward, up. And you're floating effortlessly this way. You feel a lightness in your energy field and your frequency increasing. Anger, frustration, fear, confusion, worry, stress leave you. They leave you. They disintegrate. They cannot hold form in higher frequency. So as you fold into your higher self, you begin to be totally encased in uplifting energies that you're part of. You are absorbed with energies of the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love, the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, and the white fire. All of these energies are of you, and you're of them. So they flow through. You feel the high frequencies of these energies of your higher self that mingle with your physical vessel, your body. And you feel this upsurge, this harmonizing throughout your very being and existence, both physically and etherically. Very uplifting, very powerful. And as you do this, and you mingle, you know you're completely protected. There's nothing that can penetrate that sphere that you're in but deep eternal love. So when you do that, you're were mostly from the ego. You immediately merge with your higher self, your God spark, your spirit, your soul. You become one. In becoming one, it blends together. You're in connection. You bring heaven to earth. Remember, the spirit is heaven, the body is earth. When you merge the two, you bring heaven to earth. And this is where we are going with humanity, merging heaven to earth. So arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle and we begin to float up above the planet. And as we float up effortlessly. We don't feel it. Our eyes are closed. You know, we are just floating up, experiencing the high frequencies, fusing through us, saturating us. You just feel it. Feel the lightness, the goodness. We have many, many listening combined together on this meditation. You can feel the lightness, the deep eternal love, the cleansing, the washing, saturation of higher frequencies as you float up. And as we're floating up, we call upon all the light energy beings who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, who are everywhere, in every existence, in every universe, in every dimension, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the archangels, the seraphim, the cherubim, the archetypes, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the ascended masters, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, Maitreya, Buddha, Kuan Yin, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Evanantia, El Morya, all of the ascended masters of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation. We lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the benevolent galactics who are assisting our civilization, assisting all beings on this planet with ascension and breaking free of slavery and bondage. And we've asked them to join us in this meditation. And we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the inhabitants of inner earth and hollow earth, of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. We lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed in this life and all lives, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation. And we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the light energy beings currently housed in the following forms, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. The fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the elements, earth, fire, wind, air, the trees, the sea life, the mermaids, the dolphins, the unicorns, the Pegasus, all of these light energy beings housed in these forms, to join us in this meditation, and we graciously, lovingly thank them. We look up and we see our meditative sphere. And we're very close, not too far off now, to 365 in perpetual motion in this sphere. February 11th of this year, we will have 365 meditations every day, moving into millions of humans and beings assisting. It vibrates. We can feel its source energy. It is us. We are it. The golden white pink light, prime source, creator God's deep eternal love. The emerald green, a flaming healing light. The purple transmuting flame, the violet ray. The white fire. Archangel Michael's red pillar of light. We have all of these energies flowing, expanding, protecting, increasing the vibrational frequency, harmonizing, eliminating negative low-frequency energies, neutralizing them in a neutralized substance. We feel the rain coming down above our foreheads, above our heads, saturating our etheric energy and our physical energy from head to toe, inside and out. It fills us with awareness. It fills us with deep eternal love of knowing that the ego and the physical is no longer the master. We know this because we can move it. We can temper it. We can harmonize. In other words, we can put it to sleep whenever we need to, instantaneously. We feel this flood of high frequency, which is deep eternal love, peace, without ego. Nothing to prove. Nothing to show off. Nothing to gain. This peace, love, and harmony of bliss in an upward, constantly moving forward and up to higher and higher frequencies. It is endless. We learn, we absorb, we advance. We learn, we absorb, we advance. And we're always moving up in higher frequency. And we are the masters of our egos. We know what the ego is. We look upon the planet. We see all of our brothers and sisters. We see all life, all inhabitants of this planet, Gaia. And we send a surge, pulse of energy, of high frequency, to harmonize with all of them so that they begin to understand that their egos are mastering them day to day, and that they have always been the masters, but the ego has been successful through the mind, put them asleep. It is time to wake and expand, embrace oneself in deep peace, positivity, expansion, knowing, loving oneself, loving others, helping and assisting others in peace and joy. Masters of the ego. Watch through your heart mind as this energy literally transforms all of the inhabitants of this planet, the masters of their ego, the awareness that the ego is asleep, the power and the control to do so as well. We are pure divinity, divine light energy. So be it. So shall it be. I will join you in the meditation. I'll return to close this out. you experience that knowingness, it bolsters it, it supports you, it elevates you. You become, in becoming the master, you have peace. In the knowing, it's in the knowing that you have the peace and the joy. You can identify these things now. You aren't under their control. When you're under their control, you're just guided to go in, and you're sucked right into it. But if you master this, and you master your ego, you know. That's my ego talking. That's not me, that's my ego. That's not my higher self. So, I often say to the ego, I'm the master. I will have none of this. I send you out. Go back to sleep. That's it. And that's what happens. That's a lot of the times when you're going to make a decision and you're iffy and you're going, maybe I shouldn't, I'm not going to. That's the ego talking. The mind and the ego. When you work through your heart mind, you're mastering the mind and the ego. You know. And it's not conflict. Say, this becomes well accepted by the ego and the mind. Okay? Once you get into the fold of it, once you get in and immerse yourself in the energy and frequencies of it, you begin to understand that this is not that difficult. In fact, it isn't difficult because it's who you are. How will you create universes if you don't understand and are able to master these crucial beginning steps? Take that with you through the day, into the evening and night, into the next morning. Take it with you. Let it permeate you. Understand it. You know how quickly we can forget or dismiss. We can do it very quickly, which is dangerous. We look at this, we carry it with us from this day forward. We are aware. We will be tested at times. But the testing will be met with deep eternal love and mastery. You say, and each time you literally master the attempts of the ego and mind, you'll start understanding that this is not difficult. It flows, and it will increase your vibrational frequency, and it will continue. We will be back here, 3 p.m. Eastern, Tuesday, January 29th, 2019.